Okay, 3.25 minutes left to go before we wind down trade for the day and for the week. The week, though, has been good and more so for the small caps. If you can just bring up some of those mid and small cap winners, because that's where all the action was. Yes, IT and pharma definitely took the lead, but I can't say the same about banks. Even in today's trading session, banks really are the real culprit. Having said that, Dr. Reddy's is going to go home with solid gains, 7% traction in the last 2 days, and then another 10.5% put up today. Lupin, Divi's, Cadilla, it's really all about pharma. You don't say about a 2.5% downtick coming in there as well. Just look at the kind of OI build-up that you're seeing on some of these pharma names. DRL has had a 36.4% addition. You've got a Glenmark, which has seen a 59% addition. And then, of course, some of the other actively traded names. And Indian Bank, although it closes in flat, managed to recover from the lows, has seen a 50% addition again. IGL, a choppy day, 0.5% uptick is what it closes with. 420 is where it shuts shop. And then Bosch as well, which has seen a 31.5% OI build-up. A tempered move, though. It cooled off from the highs of the day. Abha, what else have you been tracking?
Well, it's hard to spot anything other than pharma in today's trade, isn't it? But let's take a look at, some of the losers as well. So some of these logistics names have actually been cooling off this week. So Aegis, again, today down 6-7%. Then we had some others like an Essel Propack down about 8%. Cement not managing to maintain too much of an up move, like just a couple of stocks like a Grasim, for example, that just managed to hold out. Otherwise, Shree was down another 2% today. Financials, of course, on the lower end of the scale. We have Edelweiss, HDFC, AMC, a couple of these names. Imami was down about 4-5%. Other than that, broadly across the board, a mix of names. But we did have some amount of correction in some of these stocks. It wasn't any kind of major cut coming in. We also had the likes of Voltas down 2%, for example. And then back to the heavyweights, mostly all the financials that continue to lag behind. But I think the key takeaways this week have clearly been IT and pharma. Today we did see some action in select real estate names like a DLF. We've seen the likes of some very few select cement names struggling to kind of bounce back. Bharti being a recovery play right now. And we've also started to see some move in mid-cap IT as well. So those were a few themes that have played out. Today, though, just to recap those pharma names, Natco Pharma 13%. JB Chem we had earlier in the week, today 5%. DRL on the news was up 10%. Cipla, Lupin, 7% on a Cipla, Lupin 4-5%. Laurus, Cadilla, Divi's. I mean, the list just goes on. Glenmark, Biocon. It really was something. As CK mentioned, it was a day to remember for the pharma names in particular.